So let's take a walk through the Geode private messaging app. So if you're on the Geode portal at geodeapps.com, you can pick the Geode menu. It usually just starts you there. If it doesn't, go to the Geode menu. And you'll see all the apps here. You can get to them through the sub menu, or you can get to them through these icons here. And let's go check out private messaging. The first thing you're going to want to do when you get to private messaging is set up your settings and your allowed accounts. So these are two things that you want to make sure that you do first and foremost. So in settings, you can show your current settings. It'll show you what you've got in there currently and how you compare to others in terms of your inbox fee. That's right, you get to charge people for sending messages to your inbox. Or you can update your settings, choosing a username, choosing a comma-separated set of words that describe your interests. These are for people who want to pay to send email to your inbox. Let them know what you're interested in so that they'll know that they can send you messages that match your interests. The fee balance is what you want to charge for access to your inbox. So if somebody is not on your set of allowed accounts, they're going to have to pay to send you an email. So you get to decide what they're going to pay, and you can change this as often as you like. You can charge whatever you like. You're charging in Geode. If you want to hide your account from the search feature, so advertisers may be looking for people who match certain interests. If you want to be hidden and you don't want people to be able to find this messaging account, just click yes to hide your account. You'll submit that, and that's how you update your settings. Once you've done that, you're going to want to go add some allowed accounts. And so this is for each account that you have on Geode. You may have different people you want to allow to message that account. So you'll see all the accounts that you've allowed, any accounts you may have blocked. You can add another account to your allowed accounts list. We'll just add one there. Submit, and you go through the usual signature process. And make sure you allow some accounts. So anybody on that allowed accounts list can email you for free. They don't have to pay your inbox fee. Anybody who's not on that allowed accounts list is going to have to pay to send messages to your inbox. And you'll notice you have two distinct inboxes here. You have your regular inbox. This is for people who are on your allowed list. It's also going to have messages from groups that you are subscribed to and messages from lists that you are subscribed to. Your paid inbox is where people have paid to send you messages. So everything in that inbox, somebody paid for it to be there. So you're going to want to check your paid inbox with some regularity to honor the people who have paid you directly for the privilege of being in your paid inbox. So you can message people from the inbox. You can message people directly. So you can pull up your inbox there. And so it looks like I've got messages from Tom. Messages from any lists I'm subscribed to would show up here. Messages from any groups I'm subscribed to would show up there. As you can tell, as I'm making this video, we have just deployed this app. I can start a conversation from my account to anyone else. And it's important that you make sure that whoever you're sending a message to has to have added you in their allowed accounts. Make sure they have allowed you to message them. You can write your message. You can include a separate link to a file. You can put a link in your message, but you can also add a separate link to a file that might be an image or video, PDF, whatever. It doesn't matter, but you're going to link to that there. Sign and submit as usual. And that's how we message somebody. You can also message somebody from right here using the messaging button there. You can see messages from them and reply. And that's what your inbox looks like. You can search your inbox by keyword. You can search your inbox by account and see all the messages that were sent from or to that account, or all the messages that contain certain keywords. In your paid inbox, you'll see advertising messages from people who have paid to put messages in your paid inbox. And the way they do that is by creating a paid list. So we'll talk about that in just a minute. You can create and find groups. Group messaging is where it does have an owner. The group has an owner, but anybody can join the group if you choose, or you can make it private and then later make it public, or you can start out with a public group. My groups will show you the groups you're in right now. You can find groups that you might want to join and join them with one click, or you can join a specific group here. Maybe there's a private group that you're aware of and you have the hash ID for that group. You can join the group right there, or you can leave a group as well. So groups can be private. When groups are private, they're not searchable. They're not going to show up in find groups. The only way anybody will know about your group is if you give them the hash ID, or somebody gives them the hash ID of that group. And then all the people in that group, it's just like a group message on text, can dive in there and message each other and reply to the group. Lists has a lot of powerful features. Think of lists like a newsletter. You're subscribing to it. There's one person that owns that list, and that one person is the only one who will be able to see who is subscribed to that list, and they can send out to that mailing list like a newsletter. So my list will show you the list that you own, that you started. Subscribed list will show you the list that you are subscribed to, other people's lists and your own that you are subscribed to. You can find interesting lists that you might want to subscribe to. You can find accounts. That's for making paid lists. We'll talk about that in a minute. And you can check out the statistics page for interesting information on the kinds of interests that people have declared. So if you want to make a paid list and you want to send paid messages, anytime you want to send a paid message, you have to start by making a paid list. That paid list could have one person on it, just one account that you really want to talk to that one person, or your paid list could have hundreds, thousands of accounts, whatever. So you can find accounts by keyword. And this is an interesting way. If you're like, well, I don't know which accounts I want to send messages to. I just want to send messages to everybody who's interested in dogs. So I'll go here and I'll just, search the word dogs, and then I'll find out who's interested in that. And so, oh, look, there's somebody interested in dogs, and I can see their inbox fee and the fact that it is public. Otherwise, it would not show up in the search at all. And the last time that they actually updated their settings. So I could take that, and if you just click on this here, you will copy their public key. And I can take that over here and go to my paid lists. And I don't have any yet, so I will make a paid list. And I can give my list a name. I can give my paid list a description. This will show up to the people who you message. So anyone you message is going to see the name of your list, and they're going to see the description of your list. This is actually a great little hack for a little extra advertising space beyond just what's in your message. And then you add people whose accounts you want to put on your paid list, and you submit that. Now, once you've made your paid list, you can you'll see it listed here, and you can just click the messaging button to send a message to that paid list. And you're going to pay. You're going to pay the inbox fee of everyone on that list. And everyone on that list is going to get that coin immediately as that message is delivered to their paid inbox. So you are paying for the privilege of putting your message in their paid inbox. Because private messaging is incredibly private, you are never going to know if they opened it, unless perhaps they click on some sort of affiliate link or something that you've put in the message, right? There are ways you could do that. But what you're paying for is just to deliver that message to their paid inbox. And they can change their fees each time. And so that's why when you go to My Paid Lists, what you'll get here amongst other data is what is the current total inbox fee for that entire list. And you need to send at least that, send slightly more than that to the contract to execute this, and you will get the remaining back again. So that is private messaging. So many features: paid lists, unpaid lists, group messaging, private messaging between individual accounts. Oh, and another little neat feature: you can delete a single message that you sent to another person, or you can delete all the messages that you sent to a person or a group. So you can delete individual messages that you sent, or you can delete every message that you sent to a person or to a group or to a list. So you are in complete control over the messages that you send here. Now, you cannot delete what somebody else sent, right? So you cannot delete an entire conversation with someone. You are in control of your content and the messages that you sent. So you can delete those, a single message or an entire set of messages to a person, a group, or a list. You can start new lists. You can delete entire lists. You can block accounts if anybody's getting out of control, and make sure that they cannot even get into your paid inbox. And so lots of powerful features. So we're pretty excited about private messaging. And so private messaging is a little bit different than some of the other ones, because private messaging does not write anything to the public side of the chain. So all of the messaging is kept encrypted in the contract which resides on the chain, but is not public or searchable and will not be seen in the blocks and cannot be found or decoded. So, and because of that, that's what allows you to delete messages if you want to delete messages. Because think of it this way: if you write something to the chain, it's forever. So over there in Geode Social, you are publicly broadcasting messages, and those messages are written to the chain, and that is publicly available forever. In private messaging, the total opposite. Everything you send is absolutely private, cannot be taken down except by you, cannot be changed, cannot be found, cannot be decoded. It's absolutely private. And so really cool, really powerful app. Play around with it. Remember, the first two things to do are going to be set your settings and add some of your friends to your allowed accounts. And that's Geode Private Messaging out now. Enjoy and let me know how we can make it better. Let me know what you need it to be. Let me know what you're excited to use it for.